So today we're moving on to our next probability concept, and that is making predictions with theoretical probability. So something to know is that predictions tells us we are going to set up a proportion. All right, so let's take a quick look at our notes. So we know that theoretical probability is what should happen, and all outcomes are equally likely. So here we're going to fill in the blanks with theoretical probability. And theoretical probability is when all equally likely outcomes are known. Theoretical probability can be found by dividing, right? Meaning we're setting up a ratio of the number of outcomes of an event by the total number of possible outcomes. Okay, so we already know how to do that. We already know how to find the theoretical probability. But now we're taking it a step further with predictions. So with predictions, it's like we are predicting the future. We are trying to tell what is going to happen. So predictions, we are going to tell the future. Okay, so let's take a look at our examples. So first it says Martin flips a fair coin. What is the probability that the coin will land on heads? So we want the probability of heads, right? You guys are pros at this. So there's 1 heads on a coin out of 2 sides. So the probability that he flips heads is 1/2. So now it's saying that he's going to flip the coin 64 times. How many times can Martin expect the coin to land on heads? Okay, so since it says expect, that is our key word. That means it's going to be a prediction. And that tells us that we're going to set up a proportion. Okay, so on the left side of our proportion, we're always going to put the probability. So I'm going to put this up here. Probability is on the left side of the proportion. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, sorry, hang on. Trying to move backwards, and this is not working effectively. Okay, there we go. Hang on. Okay, sorry. So anyways, what I was saying is the probability is going to go on the left side of the proportion. And then over here, the bottom side of the right is the new total. Okay, and x goes up here. So in this situation, we're saying we want the probability of heads when we flip the coin 64 times, right? So the probability is 1/2. We set it equal to x over our new total. Our new total here is 64. And then you guys are proportion pros, so we are going to do our cross product and solve. So 2x, right? I always do the one with my variable first, equals 1 times 64. And then we need to get x by itself, so we divide by the number with x. And x equals, you guys should know it. If not, you can divide it. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. So x equals 32. So we are saying that if we flip a coin 64 times, it will land on heads 32 times. Okay? All right, so now let's try number 3. So number 3 says Harriet rolls a number cube. What is the probability that the number cube will land on a 3 or a 4? So we want the probability that it lands on a 3 or a 4. So number cube 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the probability of a 3 or 4. Okay, so 3 or 4. That is 2 of them. Oops. Okay. Out of 6 sides. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure I always put my probability in simplest form. So 2 over 6, well, they're both even numbers. So I'm going to divide them both by 2. So if I divide by 2, divide by 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1, 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay? Okay. So the next one says if she rolls a number cube 39 times, how many times can she expect to roll a 3 or a 4? Okay? So expect means it's a prediction. That means we set up a proportion. So on the left side goes our probability, so 1 out of 3. Then the right side, we have x over our new total. Then we do our cross product, 3x equals 1 times 39, so 39. You always divide by the number with x, so we're dividing by 3. X equals 3 divided by 3 is 1, 9 divided by 3 is 3. So x equals 13 times. So if they roll a number cube 39 times, then we can expect that it will land on a 3 or a 4 13 times. All right, so now let's see if I can get it to change to the next slide. So now you're going to do your practice problems, so making predictions with theoretical probability. And you're going to put your answers in Go Formative, so you can check them up on the board. Now do know that I rewrote a couple of questions, so read the questions on Go Formative, because I did make the changes on Go Formative. So some of them just read a little funny, and so I just rewrote them to make them a little more clear, okay? So go ahead and get started on that. Remember, if we see expect, that means we are making a prediction. We're setting up a proportion, right? If we are talking about 2 scenarios, that means it's a compound event, right? 2 or more events, and we multiply probabilities to find the probability of a compound event. Okay, so make sure you're asking questions today with Miss Piers, or send me messages on Schoology if you need to, so that we make sure you understand everything. Okay? All right, then good luck. Make sure you go back and watch any videos you need to review compound events. So compound events and predictions go hand in hand. Good luck, guys.